country as unknown as it is contradictory is slowly opening up. The best way to get to know it is by train.
When I travel, a lot of memories come back to me. I look at everything. It's very romantic. I enjoy it a lot. I'm not in a hurry.
We start our journey of discovery on the Shatt al-Arab, the river that forms the border between Iraq and Iran, a region that was once hard fought over. Abadan was partially destroyed by the Iraqis during the Iran-Iraq War. Today it's a bustling port. The station's located in the nearby city of Khorramshahr. Our train stands alone at the platform, and we are feeling a little wary and exposed.
In the name of God, dear friends, welcome. This is a typical train in Iran. You can see how diligently our employees are cleaning it. They have to be quick, so they're done before the departure.
Supposedly German virtues far away from home may be a leftover from when the railway was first built. Some sections were constructed by German companies. Today, Iran is one of the few countries in which the railway is undergoing a renaissance. Assigned seating makes the trip stress-free and comfortable. Our train leaves Khorramshahr and heads north. Not far from the Persian Gulf, we take the Trans-Iranian Railway on a 1,400-kilometer journey to the Caspian Sea. The construction of this railway line was once the prestige project of the Shah of Persia, a central investment in infrastructure.
Reza Shah cared a lot about Iran's economic development. He did a great service to this country by building the railway. Passengers and cargo are transported by train. Millions of passengers a year, as well as lots of machines, vehicles and goods.
In 1925, when Reza Khan came to power as Reza Shah, Persia was a structurally weak agricultural country. The train was intended to help the country, called Iran from 1935 onwards, flourish economically. The Shah ruled with an iron fist, and today the Islamic Republic of Iran has its very own understanding of democracy. There's no freedom of the press here. The railway owes its existence to the country's natural resources. It was built to transport oil. Passenger transport was unimportant at first.
I always take the train when I travel. The train is a good mode of transport. You can rest well, and it's safe. It's a varied journey. I'm retired now. Before that, I worked with a raw materials company for 30 years, serving my country.
We're in one of the most significant regions for global energy. Iran has the world's fourth largest oil and second largest natural gas reserves. The state-owned companies don't publish exactly how much they extract every year. The country is highly dependent on income from raw materials, however. As a result, it's interested in loosening the economic sanctions that have been in place since 2006.
Oil was discovered in Iran and exported more than 100 years ago. The train line that used to transport the oil to the ships on the Persian Gulf runs right next to us.
Without the oil, the railway line wouldn't have been built. Oil exports created the economic conditions for its construction. That was unusual in Asia at the time. The railway lines were largely planned by the various colonial rulers and built for their needs. In independent Iran, however, the Shah was in charge. He even raised special taxes.
The money for the railway line came from a tax on sugar and tea. That way, we didn't have to get into debt with other countries.
The construction of the Trans-Iranian Railway took a good 11 years. 230 tunnels and 4,100 bridges were needed for the difficult terrain. It was worth it. The costs of transporting oil were reduced by 80%. It used to take weeks to transport the oil. Now it could be done in a matter of days. Water has also always been important in Iran. We're visiting the legendary hydraulic system in Shushtar. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The water from the Gaga River was channeled to power water mills. Once enough water is dammed, the weir is opened. Just like with a regular mill, a millstone is put into operation using hydropower. The grain is ground. It's a simple principle that still works today. This workplace is also pleasantly cool, even when it's 48 degrees outside. We leave the plains behind and start climbing into the Zagros Mountains. The Trans-Iranian Railway runs through the Deyz River Valley for 70 kilometers. It's one of the most scenic stretches of the entire route.